In a world that often values noise over substance, we are constantly encouraged to speak our ambitions, share our plans, and announce our goals to the world. But there is a quiet power in silence, a force that doesn't need to announce itself, but rather moves with precision and purpose. When you move in silence, you allow your actions to speak louder than words ever could. Silence is not about retreating from the world, nor is it about avoiding interaction. It is about understanding that true power lies in focus. It is the kind of focus that doesn't need external validation to keep moving forward. In a world filled with distractions, the person who can move in silence is the one who stays steady, eyes on the goal, and mind unwavering. We live in a time where everyone wants to know the details, where every small step is often shared as though the journey itself is incomplete without an audience. But in silence there is strength. In silence there is clarity. The act of working in the background without broadcasting your every move allows you to build with true conviction. You craft your future in the quiet, building something that cannot be easily disturbed. Those who move in silence are often underestimated because they don't reveal their hand. But they are the ones whose foundations are built strong, whose results speak for themselves. By the time the world catches up, they've already manifested what others only dream of. The world may be filled with chatter, but you are under no obligation to add to the noise. Your actions can be your loudest statement. Move in silence and let the world see the outcome of your work, not the process. Trust that your efforts will speak volumes long before your words ever do. So keep moving, keep creating, and keep growing in silence, because in the end, the quiet ones often make the biggest impact. Silence is not emptiness, but the fertile ground where creation takes root. When you operate in silence, you're not distracted by the noise of the world. Instead, you focus all your energy on building something meaningful. The world may not see your process, but the results will speak for themselves. In silence, you nurture your vision and let it grow into something powerful. Words can easily fade away, but actions endure and leave lasting impressions. What you do has a greater impact than what you say. Moving in silence doesn't require external validation or applause. Your actions will carve out your legacy. It's the quiet moments of progress that eventually lead to the loudest successes. Sometimes the most impactful people are the ones who don't speak loudly. In silence, there's a depth of thought and purpose that words often fail to convey. Quiet people are focused, driven, and often underestimated. Yet when they do speak or act, the world listens. Their true voice is their result, and it carries more weight than any speech. In silence, you find the strength to act without distraction. It's in these moments that clarity surfaces, guiding you to your true purpose. The more noise there is around you, the less attention you can give to what truly matters. By stepping back and allowing yourself the space to think and act with purpose, you unlock your greatest potential. The quiet path often leads to the most profound discoveries. You don't need constant approval to be effective. When you're focused on the task at hand, external feedback becomes irrelevant. Success is achieved through consistent, purposeful action, not through seeking recognition. Moving in silence allows you to create without the pressure of judgment. Your quiet work will eventually earn the respect it deserves. Silence allows you to preserve your energy and focus on the work that truly matters. Instead of explaining your every move, you let the fruits of your labor tell the story. The process of growth and creation doesn't need to be witnessed by others to be real. The less you talk, the more you can invest in the actions that will ultimately define your success. Often the world is quick to judge and quick to critique, but they don't see the full picture. Your success is not determined by the applause of others, but by the consistency of your actions. Those who move in silence don't need the world's approval to validate their journey. The outcome of your work is all the recognition you need. Keep working quietly, and the world will see the impact in due time. In a world that often values noise and visibility, it takes strength to remain quiet and focused. There's a certain power in moving without announcing your every step. When you're not preoccupied with impressing others, you can put all your energy into creating something worthwhile. The quieter your path, the clearer your vision becomes. It's in the silence that true mastery is achieved. Action speaks louder than any words could ever manage. It's easy to talk about plans, but the real test is in the execution. When you keep your intentions to yourself and let your actions speak for you, you remove the distractions of approval seeking. Others may not understand your journey, but when the results come, they'll see the depth of your commitment. Silence protects your process and allows it to unfold at its own pace. The work done in silence may seem invisible at first, but it is foundational to every great achievement. What grows in the background is often more enduring than what is made public. You build strength and resilience quietly, piece by piece, until the world is ready to see it. The louder the world around you, the more valuable the quiet moments of focus become. Greatness is often nurtured in the quietest corners. We often feel the urge to share our dreams, but true power lies in the execution, not the announcement. Moving in silence allows you to protect your vision and avoid the distractions of public opinion. Every step you take is deliberate and focused. Your results will speak louder than any explanation or excuse. The world will come to understand your journey when it sees what you've accomplished, not when you've spoken about it. The quiet moments of introspection allow you to connect deeply with your inner purpose. In silence, there is no rush, no need to prove yourself. You can reflect, recalibrate, and make deliberate decisions without the external noise clouding your judgment. Moving in silence creates a clear path forward, one that is free from the opinions of others. It's in that stillness that you discover your true potential. The noise of the world can be overwhelming, but those who can stay steady and silent will eventually find their success. Focus is the antidote to distraction. In silence, you can sharpen your skills and develop your craft. You are free from the pressures of comparison and judgment. The quiet person is often the one who makes the most impact in the end. Seeking validation from others only diverts your energy from the real work. When you stop needing to prove yourself, you unlock a higher level of achievement. By moving in silence, you protect your creativity from being diluted by external influences. You don't need applause, you need progress. The quieter your journey, the more it will resonate in the end. When the world is loud, it's easy to lose yourself in the chaos, but in silence, you hear your true desires and intentions. Silence is a gift, allowing you to tune out distractions and hear the voice within that knows what's best for you. It's in the quiet that you can clearly define your goals and work toward them with unwavering conviction. The quieter you become, the more powerful your purpose grows. Success is not about making noise, it's about creating results that speak for themselves. The real power lies in the work that happens behind the scenes. You don't need to broadcast every small step. Instead, focus on steady, consistent progress. In silence, you build momentum, and when the time is right, the world will see what you've created. The quiet path leads to lasting fulfillment. Those who move in silence are often underestimated, but that is where their strength lies. People who make a lot of noise tend to expose their weaknesses, while those who are quiet remain focused and determined. They don't feel the need to announce their plans because they understand that their actions will reveal their true power. The quiet achiever doesn't need validation, they trust their own process. Silence allows you to connect with your inner wisdom and intuition, guiding you on your path. When the world is too noisy, it's easy to get lost in someone else's vision. But by embracing silence, you can tune in to what truly matters to you. In that quiet, you make decisions that align with your purpose. And when you emerge from that silence, your vision will be clear and unstoppable. Often we mistake noise for progress, but true growth happens in the absence of distraction. Greatness is born from discipline, consistency, and dedication, qualities that require silence to flourish. In the quiet moments, you make the decisions that shape your future. Your actions speak louder than words, and they will eventually reveal the fruits of your labor. The quiet achiever lets their results show their strength. It's easy to talk about big ideas, but it's the quiet work that makes them a reality. You don't need the world's approval to pursue your dreams, you need focus and persistence. Moving in silence ensures that nothing can interrupt your flow or derail your progress. The quieter your approach, the more power you possess. In time, your results will be undeniable. The best progress often happens without fanfare or recognition. When you focus solely on the work and avoid broadcasting every move, you give yourself the space to grow and evolve. The act of moving in silence is an act of trust in your own abilities. You trust the process even when others may not understand it. Your results will ultimately prove that the quiet path is the one that leads to true success. In the absence of noise, you find clarity. When you stop talking, you create room for deeper thinking and focused action. Moving in silence frees you from the pressure of constantly explaining yourself to others. It allows you to stay aligned with your own vision and keep your eyes on the prize. Success comes not from being seen, but from being consistent. Sometimes the less you say, the more you accomplish. Words are often distractions that take energy away from what really matters: action. When you move in silence, you conserve your energy for the work itself. Instead of worrying about how you're perceived, you focus on what you're building. Quiet progress is often the most enduring because it's based on solid foundation and dedication. In a noisy world, silence is your secret weapon. It shields you from distractions and allows you to zero in on your most important goals. When you're not caught up in the race for attention, you can put all your focus into creating something meaningful. Moving in silence enables you to maintain the clarity and discipline needed to succeed. It's in those quiet moments that you find your true strength. The greatest victories are often achieved without the need for constant validation. When you work quietly, you free yourself from the need for approval or applause. Your focus remains on the goal, not the external noise. The silent achiever moves with intention, and their success speaks for itself. Trust that your hard work done in silence will eventually capture the attention it deserves. Moving in silence means you don't need the world to approve every step you take. Your vision is clear and your focus is unshakable, allowing you to progress without distractions. It's easy to get caught up in the need to show others your plans, but true progress comes from steady, quiet effort. Each step, although unseen, builds the foundation for something great. By the time people notice, you'll already have moved far beyond where they thought you were. Confidence is not found in boasting, but in steady, silent progress. The most secure individuals don't need to prove their worth through words, their results speak for them. It's easy to doubt yourself when others are loud, but true self-assurance is built in silence. When you're quiet and consistent, you develop an inner strength that is unshakable. This quiet confidence will eventually demand the world's attention, not through noise, but through undeniable action. The act of creating without announcing it is the most powerful form of self-expression. Moving silently gives you the time and space to refine your craft without the pressure of external opinions. When you don't need to tell everyone about your plans, you preserve your energy for the work itself. In the quiet, your creativity flows without interruption, and your true brilliance is allowed to emerge naturally. By staying in the background, you allow your work to shine without the distractions of seeking approval. When you work without speaking about it, you demonstrate immense trust in the process. You have no need to share every detail of your journey because you are committed to the outcome, not the attention. Moving in silence allows you to make bold, courageous decisions that are not based on the fear of judgment. Every small, quiet action is a step toward a larger vision, and your unwavering commitment will eventually show the world what you've accomplished. Trust the quiet moments, they are often the most transformative. Silent movement allows you to move at your own pace, free from the pressures of competition or comparison. In the quiet, there is no rush to measure your progress against others. You can move at a steady rhythm that works for you. By embracing silence, you free yourself from the need to show off your progress, giving you more space to create something authentic. The focus remains on your journey, not on how it appears to others. In time, the world will notice your pace and the distance you've covered. The best results often come when you are fully immersed in the work without the distraction of commentary. It's easy to get caught up in talking about what you're doing, but action without noise is more effective. Moving in silence lets you take ownership of your journey without needing to share it every step of the way. This focus allows you to make significant strides while remaining undistracted. Eventually, your work will stand out and people will recognize the depth of your commitment. Moving in silence is a strategy that protects your energy and your vision. When you share too much, you risk others influencing your thoughts and plans. In silence, you maintain control over your goals and the steps needed to reach them. Each action you take is a direct reflection of your inner focus and clarity. Over time, you'll find that this quiet dedication leads to more profound and lasting success than if you sought constant validation. By not seeking attention, you keep your energy focused on the most important thing, the work. In a world that's often filled with noise, silence allows you to work without interference. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone because your progress will speak for itself. People will notice your results, not your words. Moving in silence is a powerful reminder that the best accomplishments often come from the most concentrated, undistracted efforts. True success comes when you stop seeking to impress and start focusing on what truly matters. When you stop talking about your intentions and just take action, you remove all the barriers between you and your goals. Silence gives you the freedom to work without needing approval or feedback. The more you focus on the process, the less energy you waste on external validation. Let the work speak for itself, and watch as your silent determination leads to success. In silence, there's room for deep reflection and growth. When you stop constantly talking about your plans, you allow yourself to fully immerse in the process of creation. By working quietly, you create space for your ideas to evolve without the interference of external opinions. The quieter your approach, the more you tune into your true desires and aspirations. It's in this peaceful focus that you'll achieve your most meaningful goals. The less you speak about your journey, the more you can focus on its execution. Silence is an act of self-discipline, as it requires patience and a willingness to work without instant feedback. Every moment of quiet work strengthens your resolve and brings you closer to your goals. When you don't broadcast every move, you can stay fully immersed in the process of creation. This approach not only protects your energy, but ensures your success is authentic and untainted by external influence. Moving in silence allows you to focus on the task at hand, free from the judgment of others. When you share too much too soon, you often invite criticism that can derail your progress. Instead of seeking praise, you dedicate yourself to the task, knowing that the results will eventually validate your efforts. This quiet commitment creates momentum that can't be stopped. The power of moving in silence lies in its ability to shield you from distractions and help you maintain laser-sharp focus. The best results often come from the quietest efforts. You don't need to announce your plans to the world to ensure they come to fruition. In fact, speaking about your goals too much can dilute your focus and divert your energy. Moving in silence allows you to stay true to your vision, undeterred by others' opinions or advice. Over time, the world will see the fruits of your labor, and they'll recognize that the loudest voices often belong to those who do the least. When you choose to work in silence, you're choosing a path of self-reliance. You don't need others to validate your progress or reassure you that you're on the right track. This quiet confidence in yourself and your work allows you to stay grounded and focused. Moving in silence ensures that your energy is dedicated to growth rather than maintaining an image. In the end, it's the consistent work done without fanfare that leads to true, lasting success. Silence is the true measure of self-discipline. When you work quietly, you show that you're willing to put in the effort without needing constant recognition. This self-reliance allows you to stay on track and focus on the long-term results. Every moment of quiet dedication is a testament to your commitment. The power of moving in silence lies in its ability to help you stay consistent and focused, regardless of external circumstances. You don't need to explain every decision you make. Your actions will reveal their purpose over time. By staying quiet, you protect your vision from external interference and stay true to your path. When you move in silence, you are not distracted by the opinions of others or the need to justify your choices. This focus enables you to make steady progress, building momentum until your results are undeniable. The world will understand your journey when it sees what you've achieved. Moving in silence gives you the freedom to fail and learn without the pressure of judgment. When you're not broadcasting every move, you're free to make mistakes and adjust course without fear of public scrutiny. This quiet space allows you to experiment and grow in a way that is organic and unforced. It's only when you've perfected your craft that the world will recognize your success. Until then, keep working quietly, knowing that every step counts toward your ultimate goal. The strength of your character is measured by what you do, not by what you say. Those who talk too much rarely follow through on their promises, while those who move in silence make their actions their legacy. When you stop explaining yourself, you allow your work to do the talking. Every effort you make in silence builds the foundation of your success. People will see your results and understand the depth of your commitment. In the quiet, you find the space to listen to your inner voice. This silence isn't about withdrawing from the world, but about tuning in to what truly matters. When you are silent, you can think more clearly and make decisions that align with your deeper goals. Moving in silence protects your vision from being diluted by the distractions around you. It's this ability to remain undisturbed that enables you to move forward with purpose and precision. Silence allows you to avoid the trap of seeking external validation, which often leads to comparison and self-doubt. When you stop talking about your plans, you focus solely on making them happen. Your work becomes your identity, and your results will speak for you. In silence, you protect your energy and channel it toward building something meaningful. By the time the world notices, you'll already be where you need to be. Every great achievement starts with quiet dedication. The loudest celebrations often come after years of silent preparation. By staying focused on the task at hand, you conserve your energy and keep your vision intact. Silence is where true work happens, and it's where you refine your skills and build momentum. Eventually, when the time is right, your quiet effort will shine brightly and be recognized by all. The loudest voices often come from those who are seeking attention, but the most powerful results are born in silence. You don't need to broadcast your goals, you just need to act on them. Silence allows you to stay grounded and true to your purpose. Every step you take in silence is a step closer to the success you seek. Your work will eventually make enough noise for the world to hear it, and by then you'll have already achieved what you set out to do. The more you talk, the more distractions you invite into your life. Moving in silence allows you to protect your focus and your energy. Every moment of quiet action brings you closer to your goals without the interference of others' opinions or judgments. In silence, your vision becomes clear and your purpose becomes stronger. It's in these moments of solitude that you lay the foundation for your greatest successes. Sometimes the best way to move forward is to move quietly and steadily. In silence, there are no distractions, no need for validation, just pure action. This focused, determined effort leads to progress that is undeniable. When the world is busy chasing attention, you remain grounded, letting your work speak for itself. Over time, your quiet strength will become a beacon of inspiration to others. Success doesn't come from telling the world what you're going to do, it comes from quietly doing it. When you stop explaining yourself and just take action, you clear the path for real progress. Moving in silence allows you to focus on what matters and avoid the pressure to conform or seek approval. Your results will eventually speak for themselves, and the world will recognize the power of your quiet determination.